Hey YouTubers, what you're going to see is a clip of my wife and I going through our worm farm and starting to get through our compost. We're going to start getting ready for our spring gardening season, and my wife does all the work on that.
Well, I don't want to be on the video.
No, you're not on the video. So that works.
What do you want to know?
How does this worm farm work?
Crap we don't eat, the crap off the vegetables goes in here.
So I see tomatoes in there and onions,
There's
carrots,
eggshells,
shells.
the rotten apple that they carved into a jack-o'-lantern.
Right, I remember that. Those the kids went creative on us.
And these worms are considerably old for worms.
Now I see that there's lots of worms in there. I hope that Cam will pick some of those up. We're just looking at one right there.
Here's one of my babies. I just think I flipped over. There it is.
Whoops, let me come back. Yep, there's a worm. And you can actually see the ground kind of wiggling a little bit. How many when you buy worms and put them in here, how many do you put in?
I buy 1,500 at a time.
How much does that cost about?
$5.
$5 for 1,500 worms?
For red wranglers. They're coming from a certified worm farm.
Okay. And I see it has 3 tiers. What the first tier there, I guess that breaks down. Shows how it works. And what's in the next tier? Oh wow.
More worms.
Oh
this
my
is some
goodness.
of the finely composted dirt that they've conveniently made me.
Yes. It looks like, oh goodness, look at all the worms right there. I would even think they almost climb up from level to level.
They do. They go back and forth, back and forth.
So they migrate
this is
from the
their
top
fine
to the
worm poop. This is the dirt version that they produce.
So we can shovel this right out and throw it right in the garden.
Correct.
With the worms.
Correct.
And I know what the next one is. That's the liquid.
This is liquid gold.
You can see some worms right there. Now, this is basically all the liquids from the worms and the decomposing and everything else. And this stuff is super fertilizer.
This is what people pay $5 for in Whole Foods.
And we keep this going year-round in the basement. And the kids go downstairs and they just throw in handfuls of biodegradable waste in the top. And you get underneath, you get your soil and your liquid fertilizers underneath. And we choose to throw the worms right into the garden as well, because they continue to help fertilize the garden. And that's the worm farm. Yeah, these things, we keep this down the basement. These worms, they like to be kept in the dark, in a cool place. And it's perfect for the basement. It does not smell at all. That's one of the surprising things about this. You might think there'd be odors. But this is what we do year-round. This is going to go in the garden. And you can't see, but it's still very cold here in Jersey. But right over there, past all the kids' things, is where the garden will be. And there's also some right on the side of the house. You'll see pictures of that as we start to go along. I wish I got that on camera.
What?
Now this composter is your standard outdoor composter. And you can see we have some things we throw in there. A pumpkin that had been left around, a bunch of onions that we chopped up, and some that we didn't get to in time. And this is really not that big. There's a door right here. Where's the door?
The sides.
The door's on the side there. And we can pull that door out. And get to the dirt. But we have one of these garden claws that we use, and we simply just go in the top, and we like to get in there and stir it up. And I'm doing this with one hand. What's that? And get in there, and I'll tell you, my wife is in charge of all this stuff. She does a good job. She likes this part of it. This is more her contribution. And this was purchased from our local county and part of the recycling program. I think for what, 65 bucks or something?
No, it was like 25.
$25 for this thing. They're trying to promote more recycling. And she's turning it up. It's been a while since we turned it because it has been freezing weather around here. In fact, it's so cold today.
Try to turn it when there's enough snow covering the dang top. You can't even find it.
Yeah, we've pretty much, I'm just lucky now. Oh, there's got a little bit of stink coming off of that. I just got a whiff of it. And a lot of heat. You'd be surprised how warm this thing is. And of course, this is kept outside. Now, you guys don't really need to know this, but this is where we keep some extra posts, tires for my truck, in the trash pit area here. So that is that. Now I can't wait to show you guys. Oh, and also some of my tomato cages that, of course, we tried to pick up at the end of last season at a 70% off type thing. Try those out. It'll be my first time with that style cage. We'll see how it goes. In one of these containers as well, they don't recommend meat, any bones, or any fish. Well, that's not, we don't throw that in there anyway. But it's a good solid container. And we don't throw any grass clippings in here either. I guess you could sometimes, but we basically just stick a lot of the food waste.
Right. The lawnmower blade automatically puts the grass clippings back into the yard.
Yeah, we use a mulching lawnmower, and you know, I don't think it really benefits us in what we're doing to throw grass clippings in here. Maybe a handful if we want to try to promote some other type of growth, but on a basic thing, we don't use lawn clippings.